What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room, and today we're reporting live from my recliners. That's right, I'm reporting live from my recliners, as you guys can see, in my man cave in my toy room. So I want to say about 2 or 3 years ago I did a video on these recliners when I basically set up the man cave or the toy room to what it is today. I got these recliners very cheap on Amazon for about, I want to say, if I remember correctly, I think they were like $80 something, and then once you factored in shipping with them, which I think shipping might have been close to 50 bucks, somewhere around there. I think these came out to like somewhere between 150 and like $250 if my memory serves me correctly. But still to this day I get comments on my original video asking how the chairs have held up, you know, the condition of the chairs, my opinion and review on the chairs. And so I just wanted to do like a follow-up video now that we're here about 2 or 3 years later to show you guys how the chairs have turned out since then and how I felt about the chairs, and kind of just do like a follow-up video, follow-up review on the chairs. And I also want to talk about what I'm going to be doing going forward, because I am going to be getting rid of these chairs. So without further ado, let's go ahead, switch the camera angle, and take a look at the chairs have held up these 2 or 3 years later. And also, if you hear a crying baby in the background, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just my life now, so it is what it is, but just wanted to get that out of the way. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the chairs. Alright, so here are the chairs, and as you guys can see right off the bat, they're not in the best shape. I wouldn't say they're in the worst shape, but you have to keep in mind and set your expectations that these chairs were about, you know, $200 more or less for the set. So I challenge you to find anything cheaper than that in this style of chair. So this one here, as you guys can tell by the imprint left there, this is the one that I use the most. This one never gets used, like, ever. Very rarely does this one ever get used, but this one gets used all the time. But it's weird because this one actually has held up better, being that it's the most used one, versus this one, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But taking a look at this one, obviously you can see that the fake leather here is started to kind of peel off on the headrest portion, as well as like right under here in this crease right here. Honestly, other than that, this one's in really good shape. Obviously, like I said, just from by sitting here I kind of left a little bit of an imprint on it, but other than that, like the recliner, the leg portions are still pretty good. Obviously you see a little bit of, like, you know, wear, but it's not like actual damage or anything, so that's just obviously from the constant use. And then on the side here you kind of have this. It's not like as tight as it was obviously the day that I got it, but other than that, I mean, it's in really good shape. Now this one's weird. Okay, this armrest had just started peeling and hasn't stopped, and I don't know why, because like I said, this chair never gets used, like rarely if ever. The rest of the chair has held up pretty well, and I see that the lighting, at least on camera I can tell the lighting in this room kind of makes the backs of the chair look a little bit green for some reason. It's not like that in person. I'm not sure why it's coming like that on camera, but in person it looks obviously more like this right here. But anyways, like the back of the chair and everything, that's all held up pretty well, but I don't know why the armrest has started peeling. And then if we recline back, you can see like everything else looks pretty good there. Now the weird thing again with this chair that doesn't ever get used, it started growing like this weird, I don't even know what you would call it. Like you would think I spilled a drink on here, or I spilled some sort of bleach or something, but I didn't. I never have. I've never spilled anything on these chairs, and like I mentioned before, this chair never gets used. It pretty much just sits there. So I don't know what exactly happened to this, where it started getting all these white spots and everything on it. And it's kind of got like a chalky or like ashy feel to it. It's very weird, very strange, and as you can see, it's continued peeling on that side. But yeah, I don't know why this one kind of developed that. As you can see on this side, this one did not have that issue, and you can see like some of the fake leather all over the floor, but this one didn't have that issue. You do see a couple little white spots here, but that's just from being like pressed up against that one. But it's very strange. It's the weirdest thing. Like you would think that the one that I use the most has like all the damage in the world, but I mean, this one's actually in much better shape. Now they do sell these chairs still on Amazon. They are still available, and I am debating getting another set of them, but which they did not have this option available when I actually ordered these. They have like a cloth material, or like a fabric material almost, which I think will actually hold up a lot better, because that fabric isn't going to start peeling and whatnot like this fake leather is. So I think that's the route I'm going to go, honestly. I have been really happy with these chairs, and I just noticed some more, it's very hard to tell because it's kind of like backlit over here. Let me see if I can bring the light in. Okay, that's a little bit better. You can see that's kind of continued all throughout here. It's the strangest thing. Like, you would think something spilled on here, but nothing ever has. So I don't know why. Here's just a quick shot of the backs of the chairs. As you can see, like, nothing too crazy right there. But anyways, like I was saying, I've been actually really happy with these chairs. Honestly, they are very comfortable, so I can't even like complain about that. Oh, let me adjust my autofocus so it actually stays on my face the entire time. As I was saying, like, I've been very happy with these chairs. They are very nice, very comfortable, and like I said, you're not gonna find any type of style of recliner or theater chair like this for this price. So obviously you have to set your expectations for the what, like $200, maybe $250 that I spent on these chairs, for them to held up this well over 3 years. Now, yes, I understand that they're peeling. This one obviously makes sense because I sit here all the time. This one, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, because I honestly have no idea. But again, 3 years of like constant use, you would think this one might even be in worse shape than it is, but this one actually has held up pretty well. And I think switching to the fabric one, it may not be as comfortable. I don't think it's going to be like, you know, as nice and smooth to the touch. It's going to have that sort of texture to it. So I don't know how I feel about that, especially because a lot of times, like when I'm just here by myself at home, not on video, I have my shirt off most of the time, so like I'm directly like skin to skin with this, where this is nice and smooth and soft. I do think the fabric one, I just feel like it would be almost like itchy a little bit, but it probably isn't, and it's probably fine. But for how cheap the chairs are, honestly, I might just take the gamble on it and order the fabric ones anyways, which I'm going to do at some point in time. I just don't know when. I don't know, maybe in a month or two, we'll see. But I'm not in a rush, because it's not like these chairs are completely falling apart or anything like that where they're not usable. They're just, you know, peeling a little bit, but other than that, you know, it's just fine. Especially, like I said, this one seems, or I guess in general, they just seem to hold up better the more that you actually use them. So I think that's where I'm at with it. I still really like these chairs. You know, for the price, you really can't beat it. They are nice, they are comfortable. You take no sacrifices in comfortability, even though, you know, you're taking kind of a hit in, I guess, craftsmanship or quality because of the price. But again, $200, they lasted me 3 years. I would say I got my money's worth out of them for sure. Obviously, you know, I could get a more expensive quality set, but I'll probably be spending easily like $500 or more. One other like option that I would like to look into, if I don't get like 2 individual recliners, is just getting like one small couch, like a 2-seater couch or a love seat. I think that would be also a good option, but again, like my space is kind of limited in here as far as like how wide I can go. Obviously I can go wider, but I need space in between my cabinets to walk, so I need this space here, and then on that side as well, I need the space in between the cabinets there. So I don't want to go too wide, so this honestly is like the perfect width for me, the perfect length as well. I think the only downside or complaint that I can say about these chairs is that they are a little bit too short for me, and I'm not really the tallest person. I am 5'8", but you guys are gonna see my toes right now. You know, it is what it is. But so when I have the chair fully extended here, you can see that my and my ashy knees. I did not expect these guys to make a cameo in the video today, nor my feet, but yet here we are. Hashtag JP's feet. But as you can see, like my feet do kind of dangle off. Now when I had that other like longer end table that I had in front of these, it wasn't that bad because I was actually just rest my feet on the end table. But now like I could rest my feet on here, but then I have to sit at an angle and it's just not comfortable. So I do wish that these were longer, because it'd be way more comfortable if I had something where my feet were like, you know, right about there or something like that, where I can just, you know, lay it completely out. But that's my only downside. And again, hashtag JP's feet here in the video. So that's really the only downside that I could say, is that I do wish that the length of the chair was longer. But honestly, $200, can't go wrong. I'm definitely going to order another set. So stay tuned, because obviously I am going to do a review on those, since they are different. It's a different material. It'll be a whole different experience, and you know, I think that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and stay tuned for more. Follow me on Instagram as well. That link's in the description. Stay tuned for more, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.